If you started your business without doing these things, you've probably started it wrong. And if you haven't started your business yet and you're tuning into this video, then you're in the right place to make sure your business starts off successfully. Hey Hustle Babes, I'm Chanel the Brand Hustler, and this is a channel for all of my hustle babes who are interested in gaining insight on the entrepreneur journey while learning essential marketing and business tips for their brand. If that sounds like you, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the Hustle Babe community. Y'all, I've been meaning to do this video for a while. It's been a content idea of mine for a couple of months, and I finally sat down to record this. And the reason I wanted to do this video today is because I see a lot of videos about how to start a business, and they talk about your license and finding a vendor and finding the perfect product and yada 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 yada. And I was actually one of those people, because I told you how you can start a business in just 4 steps. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'll put the video on the screen so that you can go and watch that if you do have any questions about licenses or vendors or anything like that. But today I wanted to do a video that dug a little bit deeper and talked about the back end of business, because too many people are starting businesses with just a product, a name, and a logo, and that is not okay. So today I want to go over the 5 things that you must do before officially launching your business and calling yourself a business owner. I also want to dive deep into those things and give you any examples that I can to show you exactly what I mean when I present these 5 things to you. And of course, I'm going to share with you the importance of doing these 5 things as I go down the list. So if you're interested in that, definitely sit through the whole entire video. And if you've started your business already and you're wondering if you should sit through this video, you probably still want to stay, because you may have missed one of these steps when starting your business. So you want to make sure that you stay and take some notes and do the things that you didn't have a chance to do when you first launched, so that your business can be pretty legit and on point. Okay, so before you watch this video, comment down below if you feel like you launched perfectly, and comment down below if you haven't launched and the things you've done so far up until launch. Okay, so for my business owners, I want you to comment, do you think you're launched perfectly, like without a hitch, your first time around? And for the people who haven't launched yet, go ahead and comment down below and tell me what you're doing currently to prep for your launch. So without further ado, let's get into this list. Number 1 is you want to set up a tracking system for your marketing efforts. All right, so basically what I mean by this is you want to have something that shows you how much money you're making every time you dish out money for marketing. Okay, so for every single marketing channel you use, whether that is Facebook advertising, whether that's influencers, YouTube ads, TV advertising, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you are tracking those things, because if you don't do that, you're going to end up dishing out money in a lot of different ways and not knowing where it's going, or if you do get a return on those sales, where it's coming from. So you definitely want to make sure that you create some type of tracking system for it. Okay, so to do this, you can create an Excel sheet or a Google sheet, or you can just type up a document like on Word or Google Docs and kind of track it there yourself. Or you can go old school, get a notebook from Target and make that your marketing tracker notebook. Okay, so if you're like me, I love to write things down, so I do a mix of old school and Excel sheets. Okay, so I have a book for all of my marketing efforts, for all of those expenses, and I jot it down. But then I also have an Excel sheet where I type all of it up, just so that it can be digital and it can be stored on my computer and then on the cloud. So if you're like me, you can do a mix of both. But basically what you want to do to track your marketing efforts is you want to create a sheet. Once again, this could be written or on Google Sheets or Excel sheets, and you want to have a column for the marketing channel. So whether that is Facebook, whether you're doing influencer marketing, a TV ad, whatever it is, you want to have a column for that. You then want to have a column for a campaign. So if you're running a special campaign, like maybe you're releasing a new product or you're running a sale, you want to have a column so that you can notate that stuff. You then want to have a column for the date. So what range are you actually investing into this particular marketing channel? So let's say that you're having a sale for the weekend and you want to do ads, right? Facebook ads. Then you want to write down whatever dates those are for that weekend. So September 16th, September 19th, for example, right? Then you also want to have a column for the amount invested. So whatever your amount is that you invested or you plan to invest into that particular marketing channel, you want to write that into that column. You then want to have a column for your results. And within your results, you want to make sure that you track every type of result there is possible, not just sales. So for example, if you're doing ads, once again, like Facebook ads, in your results column, you want to track how many clicks the ad got. You want to track how many landing page views it got, how many add to carts, and then how many full conversions it's got. And so if you're not running an ad to actually drive purchases, you want to track clicks, landing page views, and then maybe the amount of emails you get if you're running it for email collection. Whatever that goal is, you want to make sure that you're tracking those things in that results column, okay? So you have those multiple columns, and you want to make sure that when you are ready to dish out money for your marketing efforts, that you're actually tracking each and every one of them, because this helps you identify your ROI much easier. And if you don't know what ROI is, I did a video on that recently and I broke it down for you, but it's basically return on investment. So you want to make sure that the amount of money that you're investing into whatever marketing channel, you're actually getting it back tenfold. Number 2 is you want to invest in some type of accounting software or an accountant, or you want to create your own tracker, okay? So it is very important to track your business expenses. You want to track how much revenue that you're getting for your business, both gross and net. You want to track if you have to pay for maybe a team, or maybe you've hired someone, or maybe you're paying yourself. You want to track all of those things within your accounting software, or you want to have an accountant track those things for you. The importance of this is obviously you want to make sure that your business is growing at the rate that you want it to grow, and if there are holes in something, keeping your accounting kind of clean and concise helps you see what holes are where. But then if you live in the United States of America, then you pretty much know that Uncle Sam wants his coin, which means you need to pay taxes. And when it comes to tax time, it is super easy to kind of get frustrated and flustered if you don't have everything in one place. So using an accounting software helps you to keep those things in place. An accounting software that I recommend is either QuickBooks or Wave. They actually have apps so that when you're out on the go, let's say that you are buying coffee and you want to count it as a business expense, you can take a picture of a receipt. Or maybe you need to get gas to go to an event, you can take a picture of that receipt, and you can track those things within those apps. But you want to make sure that you're tracking everything in terms of expenses, but also your revenue, because tax season, it's not time to play. But then you also want to know where your business is at as well. The third thing that you want to do is you want to build your brand's foundation. So when I say brand, I mean much more than just your logo and a set of colors, okay? And I'm gonna break that down in a minute, but right now I want you to focus on your actual internal brand. So what is the reason you started this business? What's your why? The purpose of the business overall. Identify your vision, identify your audience, identify your voice and your tone. And all these things tie into your brand. There's a reason why we can see a Chick-fil-A image or hear a Chick-fil-A ad on the radio, or walk into a Chick-fil-A and feel a certain way. It's because their internal brand has been developed and it's a part of their foundation, so that way when you step into a location or you come in contact with an employee or anything like that, you feel a certain way because they're creating an experience. And that is what your business needs to do for your customers. That is what will keep people coming back. That is what will attract people to you. That is what will help them generate referrals for you, the whole nine. Your brand is literally like the heartbeat of your business, and I don't think a lot of people stress that enough. And that's why I'm the brand hustler. Your brand is everything. thing, okay? So make sure that you are building your brand's foundation very strong so that you can attract the people you want and not attract the people that you don't. Now, the fourth thing is developing your visual branding, okay? So like I just said, your brand is more than your looks, but you also need to pay attention to how you look as well. So based off of the brand foundation that you set, so what your purpose is, the people you're trying to attract, etc., comes how you want to develop your look. So you want to make sure that whatever you're developing on your look side matches the people that you're trying to attract and matches your purpose, your vision, and all of that, okay? So I am not going to create, let's say, a lingerie business to empower women who have stretch marks, etc., and then make my look super masculine. No, I probably want to look feminine, but then I probably want to have a certain slogan that talks about embracing yourself no matter what your body looks like or what scars you may have. I probably want to develop my brand to be more like that. So that is based off of that foundation for that lingerie business. I now know what I want my brand to look like. So if you haven't taken the time to actually identify your foundation and to create your look off of that, you need to retract and do that right now, because a lot of people, I feel like, are disconnecting the two. So they're developing how they want to look just based off of what they like, and they're not doing this other end at all. So they're not building a foundation, or they're building a foundation that doesn't tie to their look at all, or their voice or their tone. It just doesn't make sense. So you want to make sure that both make sense. And if you do not know how to develop any of these visuals yourself, or if you have no clue about what colors mean, or how to create a color palette, or how to design a logo, business cards, or anything like that, you want to consult a professional, and you're looking at one right now. So if you're interested in getting a logo made, or a color palette, or if you want business cards, thank you cards, packaging, or anything like that made, or if you want the whole nine, we do offer branding packages within my agency. I'm going to put a link down below where you can actually explore some of those options and schedule a call with me to talk about building your brand. The fifth and final thing that you want to do before you start a business is you want to set goals and create a game plan. Life is nothing without goals, at least to me, right? So I set goals within everything I do, and business is no different. So when you're coming into business, you want to make sure that you have certain goals that you are striving to reach, all right? The reason why is because it gives yourself something to work toward, and then if you fall short of your goals, it gives yourself the room to reflect, see what was working, see what isn't working, and then to do more of what is working to make sure that you're hitting your goals, okay? The other reason why you want to have goals is because obviously you're in business to profit from it, and you want to grow and scale. So goals help you do that. As you mature in business, your goals will become bigger. You will now have to do bigger marketing or have bigger efforts, a bigger team, whatever it is. But having those goals in mind definitely help keep you on track. So before you launch your business, you want to think about what your launch goals are. What do you want to accomplish within the first 3 months of your business launching? What do you want to accomplish within the first year? And then you want to strategically break those goals down month by month and week by week if you have to make sure that you are working towards your goals little by little until you develop the business of your dreams, okay? So within creating these goals comes a game plan. So obviously if you have goals, you want to be able to have a way to reach them. So there's something that I call GST, and that is goals, strategies, and tactics. So goals are your high level things that you want to reach, and then your strategies are the brainstorming and the plan of how you're actually going to reach those goals, and your tactics are the legit things that you are going to do within your strategy to help you reach your goal. So it's GST, and they work with each other, but it's like a downward ladder, okay? And this is something that I go into detail about within my goal planning workbook that before today was exclusively given to my eHustle Club members and to 3 people outside of the eHustle Club, okay? And so I am going to give you an opportunity to get this goal planning workbook. I'm going to drop the link in the description below, and you are going to be able to get the workbook literally for the best price ever However, it is only going to be $11.99, okay? And so within this goal workbook, not only do I tell you how to set goals and I give you a strategy that I use to set goals, but I also explain GST and give you room to plan that out for your business and your life. And then I even give you planner sheets, okay? So you have planner sheets for your month, for your week, and for your day, and you can literally print this out and make it kind of like your goal Bible. And I'm going to show you a physical copy so that you can see what it looks like when it's printed out. So this right here is my goal setting workbook in printed form. It is not all the way thick because I believe he only printed it out to last him about 2 or 3 months. So if you print it out to last a full year, it'll be thicker than this. This is actually my fiance's copy. So if he found a need in getting my goal setting workbook, you probably should too. And so like I said, I break down how to set goals in here. I show you examples of goals because a lot of people, believe it or not, do not know how to effectively set goals. I then teach you about the GST. I then include a breakdown of number goals for you so that you can see how achievable your goals really are. And then I include some planning sheets in the back for you where you can plan your months, your weeks, and your days. This is thebomb.com. I'm going to leave the link in the description box, like I said, so that you can grab yourself a copy and you can print it out if you want to. So you're going to be getting the digital copy, and you can go to like FedEx or Office Max or something like that and print it out and get them to bind it for you and use it like your goal setting Bible. So to recap today's video, I shared with you the 5 things that you want to do before you start a business. You want to have a tracking system for your marketing efforts. You want to have some type of accounting software or hire an accountant so that you could track your coin. You then want to build your brand's foundation, and then you want to have the visual brand to match. And then you want to set goals and have a game plan to reach those goals. Trust me, if you started your business and you didn't do these 5 things, I want you to challenge yourself to step backwards and get these things done. And if you haven't launched your business yet, make sure that you make a checklist with these 5 things and complete them before starting your business, okay? It helps you to get off to a great start and have the foundation you need to grow, to reach your goals, and to achieve your dreams. All right, so if you aren't following me on Instagram, make sure that you follow me at The Brand Hustler. You can follow my personal Instagram at I am Chanel Q. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure that you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the Hustle Babe community. Please leave me a comment down below letting me know what you learned from today's video. I want to chat it up with y'all. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you learned from today's video, and make sure that you stay tuned for my next video because I am telling you how I was able to make over $12,000 without posting on social media at all. Okay, so make sure that you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss that video. Bye, Hustle Babes.